Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to To Be Determined. Today we're going to go over all of the different fish that you may recognize and that you may not. There are a ton of special fish in the game. We're going to go over all of them today. So if you guys enjoy or you learn something, be sure to leave a like and sub if you haven't already, and let's jump straight into it. What is a special fish? Thank you for asking. Special fish is basically a little Easter egg that the admins like to leave in random places across the server, and they generally add one with most updates. So there's new ones being added all the time, and they seem to get harder and harder as time goes on. But we're gonna go over all of them today, starting off with the drops. The first of which is Bat the Fish. His lore is "Where is my cape?" And the way that you get him is actually from bat pinatas during a spooky festival. He has a 2% chance to drop from those, so the odds aren't great, but not enough to make him that expensive. The second drop you've probably already seen. I've been wearing it. It's called Candy the Fish. It has a 0.21% chance to drop also during the spooky festival, but not from bat pinata. You can actually get it from trick or treat chests after killing mobs, and again it is a 0.21% chance, so very low rates, but still not that valuable. The next one is called Gift the Fish. The Gift the Fish has a 0.06% to drop whenever it's not a red gift, and when it's a red gift, 0.15% chance to drop. So not too rare, not too expensive. Now, a lot of these fish will not be that expensive. They are collector's items, so they're only expensive if they're really rare, but some of these do fetch a pretty penny. Now, be sure to let me know in the comments if you've heard of this one, but I had never heard of Cluck the Fish, not until today, and you can see he's going for a pretty penny. Now, as you may have guessed, Cluck the Fish does come from a chicken, but it is a specific chicken. He has a 3% chance to drop from Gulliver's Chicken in Jerry's Workshop. And that's not just per second. That's just whenever the chicken lays an egg, there's a 3% chance that the egg will not be an egg, but instead a Cluck the Fish. Now the next one's a little more expensive than a lot of the previous ones. It's gonna be hard to top Cluck the Fish, but Rock the Fish has a 0.01% chance to drop when interacting with a dark monolith in the Dwarven Mine. So a lot of the previous ones I couldn't really show off, but this one, if we can find a dark monolith, we can show at least a little bit of how it's acquired. Dark monolith is actually a dragon's egg that has a chance to spawn at multiple different locations inside the Dwarven Mine, and this is one of them. So when you click on the monolith, there's a chance that you will get Rock the Fish, but it is a pretty low chance. Next up is Shrimp the Fish, which is found on the End Island. It has a 0.43% chance to drop from glowing endstone in the end, or a slightly higher 0.44% chance to drop upon mining glowing obsidian in the end. So an extra 0.01% chance when we mine the obsidian versus mining endstone here. But you can see he doesn't go for much. His lore is "I achieved nothing." The next one is called Stew the Fish, which I also didn't know existed. You can see he goes for a little bit more, but you have a chance to drop him a 0.07% chance to drop him when you drink Suspicious Stew, crafted from the Mycelium collection. So if we go to Mycelium collection, you can see you can make Suspicious Stew. Whenever you eat the stew, there's a chance that you get Stew the Fish, but it does require a lot of manual grinding to be able to make this, so probably not worth the effort. But if you do make it and happen to drop one, that's 35 mil in your pocket. The next one I also didn't know existed. It's called Flake the Fish. He has a chance to drop as a large treasure when you're fishing in the Jerry Pond. It starts at a 0.01% chance, but if you have Luck of the Sea, it goes up to 0.02%, and if you have Fishing 50, it's 0.03%. But you can see, not worth that much. But the next one I have heard of, and maybe we'll get it one day, but he is called Gabagool the Fish. He has an extremely low drop rate of 0.0002546% chance to drop from an Inferno minion with an Inferno minion fuel, so the Gabagool fuel inside of it. So pretty rare, pretty pricey. But one that's not that rare or that pricey is Experiment the Fish. You get this from the experimentation table. If you have done the highest level of the table, there's a chance you get Experiment the Fish. You can see he's not worth too much, currently going for 50k at the lowest. But one that is really rare and requires a really expensive item is Worm the Fish, which you can see not worth that much. It does have a pretty high drop rate of 0.5%, which is 1 in 200, but to be able to catch it, you have to have a dirt rod, which currently is going for over 100 million coins. So pretty tough to have the requirements to be able to get this, but it is possible. Now those are all the drop ones, but there are plenty more that you can get from reward. So if we warp to the top of the end, you probably guess the first one. If you've played SkyBlock for very long, you probably have this guy. It's Nope the fish. And he says, why did we follow shrimp, which is the other fish that you get from the endstone and obsidian. But to be able to get this guy, you have to complete the end race within 80 seconds. So not too difficult to do. So most people do have this one. It is co-op soulbound though, so you can't sell it. The next one I have, he's called Dust the Fish. You get him from donating 100 items to the museum. So he doesn't go for too much, 750k right now, but it's still a cool item to have. The next one is called Diamond the Fish. He goes for 71 million coins, and that's because he's a reward for unlocking the Master Trophy Fisher at Odger. So to be able to get the Master Trophy Fisher, you will have had to catch some pretty crazy trophy fish. For those of you that don't know, Master Trophy Fisher is the diamond level trophy fisher. So you need to have caught all 18 diamond trophy fish, which can take around 500 hours of trophy fish to get to that point. I know people have done it in a lot less, and I know some people have done it in a lot more. Now with the recent changes to trophy fishing and you guaranteeing a diamond after your 1000th cast, it hopefully won't take as long, but it is very difficult to get all 18 of them. But you do get the diamond of the fish as well as all these other rewards, so actually completing this task can make you well over 1 billion coins. The next one is actually still here on the Crimson Isle. If we warp down to the Kudra Believer and you donate to him the date of the Crimson Isles release, which is April 20th, 2022, then he will give you a special drop. It says, wow, you truly are a believer. Kudra will bless you. And then you will get the drop. However, you do have to have a Flag Blast next to it. So I just dropped 4 million on coins on that for your convenience. I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't realize you needed a Flag Blast. Welcome back to 2B Burning Money. Anyways, if we go back to the hub, can go down to Shin's auction where the next fish is from. He has a chance to show up as Shin's special item, and he is currently priceless because he's not on the auction house. Now the next one is extremely recent. It is from the Rift. You do have to have a somewhat decent amount of progress in the Rift to be able to get to this one, but honestly the Rift does not take that long to max, especially seeing as time flies because it's super fun. But if we warp over to Dread Farm, we will actually find this guy over in the West Village section of the Rift. So there is an NPC here underneath this little blue tarp that we can talk to. His name is Finplex, and he says you might think it's expensive, and it is. It's Zoop the Fish, Rift transferable, costs 99,999 motes, currently goes for 2.5 to 3 million coins on the auction house. So if you're trying to transfer your motes into coins, this is one way to do it. Definitely not the most efficient way, but it is one way to do it. Now the last 3 fish that you can get from playing Skyblock are from dungeon, but they are not the last 3 fish that you can get. Goldor the fish, Maxor the fish, Storm the fish are all from floor 7. Now if you find them in a chest all by themselves with no other drop, that is extremely rare. It's a 0.07% chance to happen, but they do drop a lot more often from chests that have something else in them. So chests with recombobulators, with chest plate, leggings, any pieces of the armor, there's generally going to be one of these guys chilling with it. And they do have some pretty funny lore. 2 things are infinite, the universe and my ego. Dynamite fishing is my favorite, and be glad you'll never have to face me. So the lore on all these guys is pretty funny. They're at least punny, you know. I don't know if the admins are dads, but they're showing their dad jokes right here. But believe it or not, those are not the last fish that you can get in Hypixel SkyBlock. There are actually 4 other fish that you can get in Hypixel SkyBlock, but you can't get them by playing Hypixel SkyBlock. No, they're not pay to win. Anybody can do it. What you have to do to be able to do this one is /L. And once you get to the main Hypixel lobby, depending on the season, can catch special fish. So you can see there is the summer event going on right now. If you go forwards and to the left in the current lobby, there is a little fishing hut down here. So you can talk to Lobby Explorer Victoria here to unlock the fishing hut warp, and then you can talk to the dock master. He'll say, welcome to the dock. Here you can fish for treasure and junk, but you may find some other seasonal oddities too. Click me again to collect your fishing rod. So you click him, collect your fishing rod. So you have a fishing rod 3000. Use this to fish off of the dock near the fishing hut. So you can sit on the dock here and you can fish. So I caught a compass there, 65 event experience, and then we caught a cod. And you can see on the right side here, it counts your fish caught, your treasure caught, and your special fish caught. So there are different types of fish. There's one called Chill the Fish, not currently on the auction house, but you can catch it during the winter holidays. So the entire month of December, you'll be able to catch a chill the fish in the main Hypixel lobby, just like where we were just doing, and then you can claim it here at Jerry. You can also catch egg the fish during the Easter, oops the fish during the summer, and spook the fish during Halloween. Now the only one currently on the auction house is egg the fish, currently going for 5 mil, so I'm not sure how long this takes. There's not really an odds list for it, so it could take a while, but there's 5 million coins right there if it sells. But that is all the special fish currently in the game of Hypixel SkyBlock. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, remember to leave a like and sub if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one. God bless.